Hi, it's MANEMA. Welcome to another episode of the Crafty Communicator. So, how do you create your niche? Yeah. And just to begin, um, when you enter your career, you begin as a generalist. After generalist, you become a specialist. After specialist, you become a hyper specialist. And this is normally the framework within marketing and communications. After a hyper specialist, you actually tend to go back to being a generalist who tends to be, a CMO or a marketing and communications director, something like that, who their role is a bit more back to administrative as well as the skill. Yeah, more administrative. So back to the question: how do I create my niche? So there are four things you must consider when creating your niche. Number one being the most important one, something you're passionate about, something that you can press on and press on and press on in again because you actually feel deep within yourself that this is something I am passionate about and this is how I want to contribute to communities and into the workforce. So something that sparks your interest. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Something that you're very curious about. So we have marketers who are in tech, we have marketers who are in banking, we have marketers who are in FMCG, marketers who are in health, marketers who are in the aviation space. But it has to be something you're genuinely passionate about, right? Number two, how to know that's the right industry. Number one, if it has competitors. Yeah. So number two, it's a question of industry. The industry or the space you want to get into, the niche you want to enter, has competitors, right? Oh, but I am only in the water business. Well, the water business is just not other water companies that are your competitors. It's people who drink soda, it's people who drink juice, it's people who fast and don't drink all these other things. It's so looking at your competitor is just not another company that's doing what you're doing, but it's also looking at alternatives. So your space has to have competitors, right? Number three, is it can you commercialize your skill within that space? So there's skills where you genuinely cannot commercialize being a marketer. It's not impossible, but they're there. They're very rare, but they are there. So am I able to translate my skill into actual income? Right. Number four is you have to, before you even jump into that space or that niche, there are two elements that must work when you've already created your niche. As a marketer, you have to be able to do marketing and sell. I know it's a tricky one because as marketers, we're used to, sales is a separate function outside of us. But unfortunately, as you become more specific and more niche oriented and hyper specialized, you have to be able to do both awareness and conversion. Those two have to go hand in hand. And especially after COVID, most businesses are looking for individuals with both skill sets. Are they able to drive awareness? Are they able to drive conversion? So you can't get away from that. I hope these four tips help. Um, I have one bonus tip that I've always had it at the back of my mind. And um, it's more around being specific. Let me call it that. Yeah, let's blanket it as specific. This is, you've already grown in your career as a journalist, then you're doing all functions of marketing. You become specific, either you choose a route, whether you want to go the PR way or you want to go the digital marketing and social media management way, or you want to go into product marketing. Now, once you get there, now for you to become a hyper specialist, choose at least two skills, two super skills that you're very good at and you want to move into your niche with, then also an industry. So that's why I want to blanket it as being specific. So I hope that helps. But be very careful when you're doing your specificity because it will determine everything after that, because now you're laser focused and you know exactly what you're chasing. But I promise you, it will be fruitful. Thank you for watching The Crafty Communicator. I'll catch you on the next episode where we're talking about AI and its role in marketing.